trying to look it off. Then he had to throw it because Simmons was there, and he threw it right to Eric Allen. You know, that'll take a little off the ball when you get hit as you're throwing it, sometimes just enough to make an interception.
McMahon in the dark glasses, of course, talking to Rich Kotite.
Anytime a guy with sunglasses at a football game puts his arm around you, he's trying to con you.
Especially indoors. Here's Cunningham back to throw it. He gets it outside to Sheep Sherman. Sherman taken down by Toy Cook. A gain of 8. The last 5 times the Eagles have had the ball haven't been all that good.
Well, you know, they haven't had enough plays. As you look, they haven't had enough plays to get anything going other than that one time when they had 9 plays. And, of course, that ended up in a fumble. So, you know, they just shot themselves in the foot when they finally got something going. And then the other times, they never got anything going.
4.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. The Saints up 20-7. On the draw play, Sherman will get an Eagle first down.
I'll tell you, once you get cut, I've always found out in life, and once you get cut, then you want to finish it quick. You'll jump into anything. You ever notice that? I mean, the first time before a guy gets cut, then he doesn't jump into things. But once you get cut, boom, you're right in there on anything.
Got some blood on the hat?
I know it. I know it. He got the whole thing. Blood on the hat. He has an attitude now. I think he even has a black eye.
Oh, he's got to make the team.
Yeah. He's cutting it out.
Cunningham back to throw it. Complete to Byers up the middle. Stopped by Mills and Ricky Jackson.
Now, this must be 1993. I mean, they got stuff. They never had anything like this when I was coaching, Pat. I have no idea. I mean, they got stuff coming out of here. They got something coming out of here. They're looking at stuff over there. And then they write stuff on them and then send them.
Somebody wants his autograph.
Look at that. Then they staple them.
Even a paper clip. That's about the only thing they had.
That's unbelievable. 1993. We just had a piece of chalk and a blackboard.
This is Heath Sherman, and he'll get an Eagle first down. The ball came loose after he was down, but that's a first.
And the guy delivers them right to the coaches. Then he runs back to get another batch of paper. Look at that group. There's 5 guys to do that. They got extra paper. They got monitors. They got stuff.
Look at this.
You put something in and stuff comes out.
Didn't have that machine, that could be a domino game somewhere. Mark.
It just winds up behind the bench and players don't even look at it.
First and 10. Here's Cunningham back to throw it. Outside to Heath Sherman, got away from one tackler. He bangs his way down inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 16. Gene Atkins knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah, the Eagles are having success not working inside, but working outside the ends now, whether in the pass, a quick pass like this to Heath Sherman, or the run outside to Heath Sherman. I think they started off trying to run inside, but getting their backs outside, they're having some success with now.
Sherman out of the game, and it looks like he might be hurt just a bit. Herschel Walker's replaced him. Maybe just the wind knocked out of him. That's Byers in motion. Walker hit behind the line or right at the line of scrimmage by Vaughn Johnson. Not much.
Yeah, you see Vaughn Johnson, Sam Mills in there. Sam Mills was saying yesterday, so what you try and do with Herschel is when he comes in that hole, get him to beat his feet. You know, in other words, instead of going forwards or going side, just kind of run in place, beat your feet. And if you get in there quickly, that'll make you beat your feet.
There are those 4 Pro Bowl selections. Walker still the lone back. He has 3 carries for 3 yards. Barnett goes in motion this time. And Cunningham back to throw. Incomplete. Calvin Williams had to dive back and couldn't hang on.
You know, Richie Kotite is one of those head coaches that calls his own plays. You know, most teams have an offensive coordinator that calls plays. Richie Kotite, the head coach, calls his own plays, as does Joe Gibbs of the Washington Redskins. likes this shotgun. I think Randall Cunningham feels more comfortable in this formation than any other.
Handoff, a big handoff is to Heath Sherman. Cunningham under pressure, fires. That's going to be incomplete, intended for Heath Sherman. Frank Warren put the heat along with Wayne Martin on Cunningham.
Now they know that on third down and long, you're not going to go for the fake. You see those four guys are coming up in pass rush. Although Swilling came off, he came off with Herschel Walker down here in the bottom. That helped him more than the fake.
Roger Ruzek in to try the field goal with Fiegels holding just outside the 40. Just outside the 30, add the 10 to the goalpost. 40-yard field goal is good. With just over a minute left to play in the third quarter, it's 20-10. Saints lead. You know, John, they talk about the level of intensity in the playoffs. Look at this. We had a referee get hurt. Now the coach.
Yeah, when you have to tape up a referee and the head coach in the same game, you know that the intensity level has risen. You know that you're in a playoff. You know that there's no tomorrow and all those things. Richie Kotite, though, is a guy that's been taped up before. You know, when he was in college, he was a heavyweight champion. In fact, he sparred when he was down at Miami. He sparred with Muhammad Ali.
But he said, I never hit him.
Oh, yeah, and he probably never took too many hits either. That was probably one of those shadow boxing things.
Ruzek's kickoff is high and deep. It's going to be Dunbar. Deep in the end zone, deep enough to down it. And so the Saints will start from their own 20.
You know, an interesting thing, talking about boxing and Richie Kotite, when he arrived here in New Orleans last night, he had a phone message from Willie Pastrana.
Remember that name?
The old fighter, yeah. And I guess Willie Pastrana was down here, and he said he used to train in the same gym with Muhammad Ali, Angelo Dundee, Rich Kotite, and Willie Pastrana.
Stillman's gym?
Yeah, oh, you can't beat those places.
No.
You talk about smells. Those are some of the great smells in life. A good old boxing gym. The other one is down there in the football field. You know,
right.
I mean, you can't beat that. That's what it's all about. You know, winners stay, winners go on, losers go home. You can't beat it.
Hayward is a lone setback. Hebert, of course, still the quarterback. First and 10. The 20, the handoff. Maybe 3 yards. Byron Evans made the stop. You just sort of, at least I do, John, get the sensation that the Eagles' level of intensity is rising and the Saints might be leveling off a little bit.
Well, I think what you have with the Eagles, it's probably intensity that is driven by urgency. And you get to a point that, you know, when time starts running out on you, you know, it's darn near the end of the third quarter. There's only one more quarter to get 10 points. So urgency starts coming in there.
Intensity driven by urgency means that you better get something done.
That means there's a heck of a lot of adrenaline coming from somewhere.
Small is the motion man on second down. Hebert back to throw it. Outside to Hobie Brenner. Almost a shot at an interception by Mark McMillan. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. The Saints 20, the Eagles 10. Our coverage will continue after this message from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Watch this out, and how close this was. Hobie Brenner catches this ball, but watch Mark McMillan. He thought that he had the ball in the interception. I'll tell you, and if he caught that ball, if Mark McMillan catches that ball, that could have been a touchdown for the Eagle. That's about as close as a reception can get.
Third and short, big play here. No big. What am I talking about? Hebert. Incomplete. Eric Martin was the intended receiver. That's a strange call.
Well, it is, because you have Ironhead Hayward in there, and again, you think they're just going to run him, and they throw that slant in there.